Hello there, Ruby Retrograde Tarot Inte here, and what I'll be serving up to you guys is the second of the package I received last week being probably later than the time this finally goes on YouTube, because we all know how procrastinating and how long it takes me to do stuff. Anyways, it is a Kickstarter that actually was a while coming. I had backed this back in 2021. This was a campaign that launched in May. I had to check my note. I had to check the page actually. It launched in May and it had been completed in June. Like the campaign closed in June of 2021. The original time that it was supposed to start getting shipped out was in August of 2021, and I've received the deck like last week being the last week of June 2022. It's yeah, part of it was the whole issue with shipping and stuff like that, but also the creator unfortunately got sick at one point, had, I think it was like heart related issues, which really kind of stalled, and she wasn't able to finish the whole like packing and shipping and stuff like that. But in any case, it's finally here. I'm real glad for it. And what is this deck that I am talking about? It is and I have to actually look at it because I always mistake the title. It is the Rare and Magnificent Creatures Tarot and Oracle cards. That the campaign, I have to say, was launched by Rare Creatures Co. And the face behind that company is Daisy. So this is a Kickstarter that was from Australia. She's an Australian person that did that, someone that cares a lot about the environment and animals and things like that. She wanted to do an oracle to kind of celebrate the animals on the earth, and especially the more endangered species. So she decided to create a tarot that was to showcase 78 of those. I got the black and gold version, which was called, what was it called? The black version is called the Luna edition, and there was also a white and gold edition, which I think was one of the stretch goals if they had hit a certain point. The white version was the Sunseeker. I decided to stick with the black and gold because I thought at the time, before this, like at the time of when I backed this campaign, I didn't have a black and gold deck. Now for sure, now I literally have one that's called Gold Moon, even though it's Major Arcana, that's black and gold. What else is black and gold that I have? I think maybe an Oracle deck I have is black and gold. I'll have to think about it, but yeah, I definitely do have a black heavy deck. So anyways, we got a thank you for the support. And then you can have their, so let me move the box. We'll have the social here. You can pause and check them out. So a very big thank you card. Then also in the box was, of course, the tarot deck, and there was a neat little pouch, as above so below, with a cute little bag. So let me put the box aside. Actually, you know what? Let me see if this is I'm sure I can put it in with the box in anyways, but just because I'm curious like that. Yeah, there you go. You can easily put card and box in there, or if you just want to put one, you do that. Oh, sorry, I shook in the box. So as I mentioned, the Rare and Magnificent Creatures Tarot, the Luna edition. All good things are wild and free. So let us remove the plastic wrapper off of this slowly with our little Sharpie thing. So yeah, I was looking forward to it. I do admit that because it had been so long, and then with Daisy getting sick and stuff like that, it was, and especially that happened, and I think there was a few campaigns that I heard or situation happened from people that had backed things on Kickstarter, and where the creator ended up not using the money for the project they had been pitching, but for, you know, more personal things like buying a house or I don't know, like misusing the funds essentially. So I will admit that I had a moment of doubt, but she was, you know, when she felt better after getting sick, she did try to, she left us updates and let us know the general timeline of when things would come to fruition. So as I mentioned, here is the box with pretty yellow gold foil on it. And here, what does it say? It says Amor Mirabilem Viventem. So it is I want to say because it has to do with love and something life. But anyways, rare creatures. And this is the back of the box. So it says here, the Rare Magnificent Creatures Tarot was born from a love and reverence for nature. The 78-card tarot features endangered species from around the globe in luminous gold, complete with an 80-page guide to the deck and symbolism. So here it is, a 2-piece box with a little thumb hole, which makes things a whole lot easier. There you go, pop. Oh, the box is nice. We have a little marble sea wave type effect. We have the cards here. I do not have. Wait, was the 80-page card deck digital or not? I will have to double check because I do not have the guide here right now. I will have to check because I was under the impression there was a small booklet. I know that during the campaign what was available was a larger book, a compendium that she called, where she was going to put more details about the book. This I didn't back for that big book, but now I'm a bit confused because I was under the impression that it was in the box itself, but I'm wondering if it's actually supposed to be digital. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go check right now and I will let you know. Hold on one moment. Okay, I'm back. All right, so what happened is she had decided to release the compendium as a digital guide to all the backers as opposed to as an add-on because of all the issue with the printing, her getting sick and the delays and everything like that. So that is why there is no guidebook. So, okay, I will have to just go hunt down in my email inbox for it. It's probably will make reading I'll have to read it from my thing. So actually, you know what, I will go and look for that compendium right now because I couldn't even look for it. I couldn't find it originally. Hold on one more moment. All right, I went searching in my emails and it seems like it's supposed to be sent out soon to our email addresses, but it's not there yet. She did provide a preview of what it'll look like, a digital preview. So I guess what I will do is I will just grab the card. I think so far you can only see the first 2 cards of the major arcana. So after we do the flip through, I'll just show you I guess the full, because it's the cute animal, and we'll see what the compendium looks like. All right, so back to the deck. As you can see, it has some gold edges, not shiny edges, but it has this dusty gold, I'm gonna call it, a bit of a dusty gold look here, and here we have a shinier gold foil. If we take a look at the cards, we have thin but flexible. I think I could handle a shuffle. Let me see, thinness. It reminds me a bit of the chromatic fates, I would say. Thickness or flexibility, it reminds me a bit of that. And it is a matte color. So, and it wibble wobbles a little bit. So now let us look at the cards. We're gonna zoom in now and look at all the animals showcased in the Rare and Magnificent Tarot. So let's start with the Fool, which is the marine otter. Now I don't know if I'm gonna say every single animal, but you can see it here. And as you can see, it's minimalistic in the sense that it's very simple line art. The Magician with the Darwin's Fox. High Priestess, Iberian Lynx. So you can see it's very minimalistic, very few symbols. Definitely you would rely on previous knowledge. Would it be beginner friendly just looking at it right now? I'm leaning on not so. Like if you were to get the deck just like this with no guide, well, no physical guidebook handy, I would say no. You would have to definitely have some knowledge. So I would say I would place it like comfortable with the just knowing from the title what it is, what it takes, because especially it associates with animals. If you don't know these, you know, these animals, what they look like, you know, or yeah, or what it's about, then you know you might have some issues with that. The Emperor, Sumatran tiger. I'm wondering if this is the constellation for Aries, this one there. I'm not too sure. The Hierophant. I'm wondering, is the flex I'm finding, are those flex? No, there's a bit of flex, but I think it's more because of the paper. I was wondering if it was my camera that was a bit dusty, but the Lovers, the red crowed or crowned crane. Huglin's gazelle. I have never heard of that type of gazelle. For the Chariot. Strength, black rhino. We deviate a bit from the lions and we go with the rhino, which is, to be fair, another strong animal. The Fernandina Grand Tortoise. How cute. Rough gecko. That would be the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Justice, steppe eagle. Livingstone's flying fox. Oh, for Death Axolotl. I wonder why. Hopefully you can get the compendium soon, and so I can find out why. I find them adorable, and I don't know much about these animals. Hawksbill turtle. Temperance. Giant devil ray. For the devil, I mean, aptly named and aptly placed. The Philippine crocodile. The golden sun moth for the star. Now I wonder if these little sigil or graphics there have any particular meaning. Like for example, for the moon here, the red wolf, like for sure the moon, we can see it's related. The sun, the rusty patched bumblebee. Oceanic white-tip shark for judgment. For the world, we have the blue whale. That is a very pretty card. Now we are going in the Ace of Cups with the ornate eagle ray. The Two of Cups, the Siberian crane. And I see here, I don't know if it's going to be consistent throughout all the minors, but it seems that we don't have pips of the respective suit. So we don't have 2 cups. Blackiston's fish owl for 3 of cups. So yeah, we have no pips, just the animal and its name. 4 of cups, purple marsh crab. The Sooty Albatross, 5 of Cups. The White-Bellied Heron for 6 of Cups. Jamaican Iguana for 7 of Cups. For 8 of Cups, we have the Cuban Crocodile. 9 of Cups, Arches Frog. 10 of Cups, Galapagos Penguin. Now I'm wondering, as I'm going through these cards, Page of Cups, we have White's Seahorse. You know, it has this general outline of the animals. I wonder if, for example, we had seen for the Knight of Cups, the Australian sea lion in its an actual photo or you know, painting, drawing, whatever. If it would make a difference on how it looks. Like right now, it, you know, it matches the whole aesthetic, of course, like lines, simple line arts, and then, you know, just what the card is and what the animals, that's it. But if it had been you know, more details, because there are plenty of animal tarot decks out there. Queen of Cups is Baiji, which I've never heard of before. It seems to be some sort of dolphin. And I think that's kind of what attracted me to that deck before. What attracted me to kind of back it, the fact that it was endangered species, and because it was a way of depicting the animals I hadn't seen before. The Sei Whale for the King of Cups. And so far, if I'm not mistaken, for all the cups, we have gone, it was all aquatic type, except maybe the Jamaican iguana, or maybe like, you know, animals that had some sort of relationship with the water. So I want to see for the next suit if that logic follows there. So the Ace of Stars, we have giant panda. Now stars are, I think it's pentacles if I'm not mistaken. 2 of Stars is the gray parrot. And then the 3 of Stars is the ring-tailed lemur. Oh. 4 of Stars is the Xiao Island Tarsier. Xiao Island or Xiao Tarsier. I do apologize for messing it up. 5 of Stars, we have the Eastern Mountain Coati. And y'all are hearing my neighbors, so sorry about that. And the window is open because it's summer, and what happens in summer is hot. And who wants to be in a stifling room? Nobody. So 6 of Stars, we have the Granada Dove. I do have to admit, I didn't see the name yet, and I thought it was a pigeon. I'm like, oh, it's a common pigeon. It's okay. Then for the 7 of Stars, we have Mern's Squirrel. The 8 of Stars is the Black-footed Ferret. Nine of Stars, the Aerial Toucan. 10 of Stars, the Riverine Rabbit. Riverine or Riverine? Figure it out for yourselves, people. Then for the Page of Stars, we have the Chilean Wood Star. The Knight of Stars is the Bowean Deer. Yeah, Bowean Deer. The Queen of Stars, Pygmy Hippopotamus. I have an issue with saying hippopotamus for some reason, but in any case, I have to say I kind of enjoy hippopotamus. Hippopotamus, if you know, you know. If you guys know, like especially the pygmy hippopotamus, this reminds me straight up of the house hippo. If you know about the house hippo, y'all can rock with me. I wanted a house hippo so badly. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And where? Yes, the King of Stars. King of Stars. Sorry. Now I'm just sitting there thinking about the house hippo. The King of Stars is the Asian elephant. So now we are moving on to the swords. And for the Ace of Swords, we have the Seychelles Forest Scorpion. Wow. Scorpion. Which I think I kind of like. I'm really liking this one. The Two of Swords, the Louisiade Woolly Bat. The Three of Swords is the Giriputri cave crab. I'm trying to see swords. I would think it's something more airy like birds, but so far we have a stingy, pincy, Four of Swords, the pygmy three-toed sloth. I mean, I think that's pretty that it's a pretty good place for a sloth. Five of Swords, slender snouted crocodile. I think that this suit is for the sharps animals. Oh no, that just threw off my whole assumption. The Bactrian camel, there's nothing sharp about it, I think. The pygmy raccoon for the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I guess just a raccoon in general. Some of them, they kind of like to swipe stuff sometimes. Eight of Swords. Deserta's wolf spider. It's not very detailed, so it's fine with me. The Nine of Swords, Fiji crested iguana. Ten of Swords, Greek golden ring. Such fancy names for some of these animals, really. For the Page of Swords, we have the Mariana crow. Then the giant ibis. I think that's how you say it. Ibis or ibis for the Knight of Swords. For the Queen of Swords, there is the Mauritius kestrel. Mauritius or Mauritius? King of Swords, Cape Vulture. Now we are with the wands. I think that's our last suit. Gravy's zebra. Lazen duck. Oh, Lazen duck was the Two of Wands. Sorry, guys. The Three of Wands is the Przewalski's horse. Przewalski. Listen, y'all. And I don't know, something about this is kind of fun. I like this. Rapa Shearwater, Four of Wands. And now onto Five of Wands. We have the Beza Oryx. Six of Wands, Sulu Hornbill. Seven of Wands, European Minx. Eight of Wands, Okinawa Woodpecker. Then for the Nine of Wands, we have the Tiger Chameleon. Ten of Wands is the Galapagos Fur Seal. Page of Wands, Giant Golden Mole. Knight of Wands is the hispid hare. Then for the Queen of Wands, we have the drill. And finally, for the King of Wands, the Eastern Gorilla. So there you go for the cards. A lot, I mean, lots and lots. I could probably say 99.9 if not nearly all of these animals I've not heard before. Like, of course, I've heard of the kind of sloth and things like that, but there's a lot of them I've never heard of. And I guess it makes you think of how many animals and creatures out there that are endangered. I think in the campaign at the time, Daisy wrote that there was, it couldn't be 80,000. I thought she said something like 80,000. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just looking and double checking myself on the campaign page. No, it was a 41,415 species on the ICUN red list, and then 16,000 of those are classed as endangered and facing extinction. So now I am shuffling those cards. As you can see, I kind of flubbed the first one. It's not too bad. It has a good snap to it. Let me try shuffling like this. Whoops. Okay, save for the fact that I have complete butterfingers today. I don't know why. Wow. Five of Pentacles reverse is flying at me. I don't know why. I mean, it shuffles pretty well. It almost has a, does it have a rose petal finish? I just don't remember for this one, because it does have this feel, but I know that Daisy made sure that the deck was recyclable, that it was made of, you know, sustainable products. Let's see, so it is a 320 GSM cardstock, and black cardstock. So it is on super fine black cardstock. But when, at least for me, when I'm shuffling them, it kind of, I feel like it behaves like it's a, like there's some plastic in there, like a plastic deck almost. So like I mentioned, because I don't have the full compendium in my inbox, I don't think Daisy sent it out yet. I'm gonna rely on the preview of the Fool. Actually, you know, I shuffled it out and I probably should have just went looking for it. I'm gonna go look for the the Fool, and we'll take a read. We'll see what the compendium looks like. Okay, we found it. So here's the Fool. We're gonna zoom back out, and I'm gonna show the from the preview. If it takes a little bit of to load. All right, so this is what the compendium will look like. Introducing my tablet. It is the marine otter. Look how, first off, I don't know what it is about otters, but they're just so adorable. I just can't with these animals, especially the otter. It's so cute. All right, so we have the Fool, Adventure and Freedom, Marine Otter, Lantra felina. The marine otter is an endangered member of the otter family that makes its home in the Pacific coast of South America. This species was threatened historically by excessive hunting, and it's still being impacted by poaching, habitat loss, and pollution. So in the compendium, what you will see is, of course, a blurb about the animal, its upright and reverse meaning, and some symbolism about the card, and with a little blip, a little paragraph. So here for upright, it has adventure, beginnings, opportunity, luck, and freedom. Reverse, carelessness, recklessness, naivety, chaos, directionless. Symbolism, playfulness, creativity, playfulness, transformation, happiness, and faith. The Fool signifies adventure, opportunities, and new beginnings. An exciting journey is unfolding before you, and now is the moment to leap before you look. Trust your optimism and the unlimited potential of the unknown. Like the Fool, the otter moves through life with playful curiosity, levity, and creativity. There is word of caution to the Fool. Trust your instinct. Don't be overly reckless and keep the bigger picture in mind. Step into the unknown with confidence. The universe will guide your steps. So this is what it is like. I do like it. It's very I'll call it complete. It's complete with the uprights and even like symbolism of the cards or the Fool itself. Or I'm wondering if the symbolism is related to the card or the animal. Is what I'm trying to. I don't know that part, but I like for the compendium. Compendium, like it has a true to life picture of the animal. So, for example, if I show the magician here, you have a true to life picture of the Darwin's fox. So to just talk about the deck itself. Now for sure it clumps a little bit because I just took it out of the box. It's going to take a little bit, but it's not too hard to shuffle. As you can see, I full shuffled it pretty well. That I like how the handling while I was shuffling it. The black on gold, to me, I think personally it's my favorite. Out of the two versions, the white and gold and black and gold, I prefer the black and gold myself. The compendium hopefully will be getting I'll be getting it in my inbox soon, and so I can kind of look through it. I do like the keywords for each of the up and down side of them, and then learning a little bit about each animal. For the card themselves, I wouldn't place this as beginner because there's no I don't know what to call them. Common symbols? Yeah, there's none of the common symbols that you would find in the Rider-Waite-Smith, because I didn't mention this, but it is based on Rider-Waite-Smith. So you don't have any common symbols where if you flip this like this, it's a Queen of Wands. I know what a Queen of Wands is because I have a little internal memory of it, but someone who would just look at this drill, which I think is from like a family of baboons or apes, they may not be able to know right away what it means. And there's no, for example, here for the 8 or 7 of Cups, even for the Knight of Cups, you don't have any pips, any cups symbol or anything like that, so that if, for example, I don't know, you have no idea about the animal, you have to rely on the word itself. There's no cups to guide you, I guess. So you definitely would have to have some prior knowledge to kind of to have more ease so that you don't block as much. Otherwise, as of right now, I don't know if the animals necessarily match their card. So for example, the star here with the golden sun moth, I can't say if that animal matches, or if just more of a, let me pick 78 animals that are endangered and place them, and place them on a card, like without necessarily a specific vision for it. Otherwise, the cardstock, I like the cardstock. It's nice. It shuffles really well. I like the simple line art, nothing too complicated, nothing too fancy about it. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what I think about it. Just initially like that. It would be a matter of using it more to see how I feel about it. And yeah, like I mentioned, back to that whole compendium, having a compendium. Personally, I prefer to have stuff paper, especially for tarot decks. I prefer to have the paper version of the card, just because sometimes you don't necessarily want to pull out your phone or whatever else to have to go and look through it. But that's fine. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, this is it. Now the Rare and Magnificent Creatures Tarot, because all the animals are magnificent in their own way. Isn't that right? So let me know, what do you think of this deck? Would it be a deck that you would be interested in buying for yourself? Are you an all sorts of like, how much of an animal lover? Is it your company, like what do you call, like animal de compagnie, pets and stuff, or really like all sorts of animals, they just fascinate you and you love them? I believe her site is up, and it's Rare Creature Co, I think .com or something, or rarecreature.co or something like that. It isn't up for sale yet on her website. She said that it would be soon. I believe she had said June, but now it's July. It hasn't happened yet. So I think last news she had gotten sick again, and I think this time with COVID. So it's not fun. But I'll put the link to her website down, and you can check it in the next coming weeks for when it's up on sale. But until then, just let me know, what do you think about this deck? If you like it, are you an animal tarot deck or animal oracle card person, or not so much? You prefer more how close to traditional do you like your decks? Do you like when it kind of goes off like this, just animals, and you have to rely on your own internal knowledge and intuitive hits? Or do you like to have it on paper looking at you, so you can pick out certain things as you read because your eye is attracted to a certain thing or not? But all of this chit chat and everything else, let me know in the comment section down below, like there. Boop boop. And until next time, thank you so much for spending some time with me. A little bit of time, because I tend to blabber a lot on this flip through and unboxing. And until next time, I will see you later, and hope you have a wonderful day. It is beautiful outside today. I think I will do just that. Go outside and enjoy the day. Bye bye, guys.